We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I have to see indeed. Alright, so I mean, let's see. Broadsider, Arcana. Broadsider. I was debating, like, how I want to do this. Do I want to go Arcana, Broadsider, or like Arcana, Wildfire? Arcana Broadsider versus Arcana Wildfire. Wildfire, I mean, I'll gain like a smidge of ASI because of the Sacred Firefly Shade Armor. So like, it would be ASI high Wildfire, which is bad. I found when I was using it though, it wasn't exactly necessary all the time, so I'm thinking I'm probably gonna try the Broadsider and see how it goes. And then go from there, I guess. See what it's like. Alrighty. Give that a go and see what it's like. Cause it's like either I run CTR Max or CTR Ultra. And like if I'm taking this trinket out, in exchange I'm just running either damage or curse res, which aren't really bad per se. The only thing right now is getting some space. So like the knockback is gonna be like a very crucial thing to try and maintain. It's kind of where Arcana comes into play. That's also kind of where the Buccaneer comes into play. So honestly, having this bad boy, like being able to fire off its charges quickly and effectively, is indeed very important. Having the ASI on it does help, like just do the animation that much faster. So I guess I'll take the handgun focus. Okay. I guess I'll try this this set. Coral Skull Gate. Why is everyone doing Coral Skull Gate? What's on Coral Skull? Witch's Lair, Starlight Cradle, whatnot. That's cool. I might just like restart my my SK ironically. Restart my SK. Make sure everything is working. Let me see if my live is actually showing on my YouTube channel. It's like right now it says that there's no viewers, so I'm like, is it even showing? Yeah, it's showing. Alright. Right now it says that there's no viewers, so I'm like, is it even showing? Yep, it's working. Perfect, perfect. That's what I want to see. Alright, perfect. So, this is working. Nice, nice. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. So yeah. Going ahead, do our descent into the works, man. Let me just go and grab a drink. I'll wait until we get there to actually change up the whole loadout, but we'll just make our way on down for now. Okay, so alright. Resources. Elite handgun. God damn it. God damn it, man. Gear, bro. Gear. We're just shadowing the fuck up over here, aren't we? On ship wheel, we can just... It's probably elite. This one that's in charge. What else do I need? For this level, I don't think anything. I mean, actually, that peppermint, I could start leveling that. I haven't really been leveling it much. Got a new one. I had ASIVH CTR high. I traded that for CTR VH ASI med plus. I had like 10 KE or so. Oh, there's more loot. Oh, that goes through, right? Oh, wow. Dangerous. Very dangerous. Ow. Alright, that's better. Get rid of the damn healings. These. Alright. Let's see how this goes. This will be a very difficult run. Be a very difficult run indeed. Might as well loot the fuck out of this. Get my damn money's worth out of this damn run. Honestly, it is definitely fun using the Phantom's ASIVH like this. Oh man, it's a nasty weapon. I'm really glad I got it. Ooh, that repeater, the way, oh, it just, yeah, this is a nice freaking weapon indeed. God damn, bro. That's by, oh, okay, I see, that's with the chip wheel. So my previous one was able to actually perform with that as is. Current one is really kind of sponging off of that ship wheel right now. But that's a good thing, that means that my build is just very optimized. Alright. A little secret there. Shooting that will trigger coins to spawn. I remember when I saw that for the first time, like, oh, there's like a couple. I don't think I know all of them. Yeah, as you explore the clockworks like these levels, then you'll find more. Alright, so Starlight Cradles and Slumber stuff. There's nothing really wrong with my loadout, unless like we start like I shouldn't really need to change anything. Like, is this this is slime, right? It's not construct, right? Slime, okay, so I thought. Yeah, these guys do sleep. Yeah, sleep. Alright. Oh. Okay. Interesting. This guy spawned back there. Oops, hold on. I love the soundtrack. It's so nice. Wait, what? Oh, is that a timer thing? Ew. Wait, actually? Oh gosh. Should get the alerts done. Like, I have Hellcats. I mean, Remedy Cats. I'm not gonna use those right now. We want to save those. Absolutely. Well, it's a cool level design. I recall playing this one. I'll also make the mic a little bit closer so you can hear me better there. Wait a second, what am I doing here? Oh, there's a button. Oh, that activates that. Gotta wait again. Go through. No monsters that spawn? It's not like a trap area, honestly. Oh, wait, what's... Oh, you have to go back the other way? Fuckers. Oh my gosh. What a level design. Oh, we made it. Nice. So there should be a key behind this then, right? So we can unlock the next one, right? Wait, what is that's just at the next level. Do I want to play all through it? Like, I don't know. No, question is how do we unlock that gate? Yeah, I saw this was gonna be a whole challenge. I'm like, we might as well do it. Alright. So, there's the key. Alright. Nice. Ultimate repeater is ready to be forged. Let's go. Let's put this current here. I don't know. It's just me. Nice, a heat bonus. Okay, so I would trade my CTR VH. I mean, ASI VH CTR high Akron for ASI VH for CTR VH ASI high. I would. Cool sword, thank you. Which one, the big one or the small one? Or the big one? This one's cool. They have like the Divine Avenger, which is like the elemental version of this. It's like yellow. It's pretty cool. I don't think it's in the depot though. I just can't show it to you. It's on my alt account. But it's pretty much the same thing but yellow. Pretty cool. It's funny because like this was like the strongest shadow sword in the game, and then they buffed the Acheron. So now this sword does the exact same damage as this sword. But this is a heavy sword, whereas this is a medium sword. So this is like now the most broken sword in the game. It's a medium sword that attacks fast, but it does heavy sword damage. Before, and like the reason why they did that is because like there's a new weapon that came out that like is the same split damage as this, but it does a status. So in order to kind of like differentiate the two, they made the one that does a status do less damage. So this one that does the raw damage just does more damage, and the other one that does status does less damage but does status. But yeah, by them buffing this one now to like they kept like when they made the new one, they pretty much made the new one have the same stats as the old. Like it's messed up. They just fucked it up, and now it's like this weapon is just literally the most broken sword. So yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can, I guess. It's weird because like it kind of ruined like PvP a little bit. Like kind of it centralized it to the point where everyone needs to like pretty much have gear that's like literally resistant to it, or else you just can't really play because it is the best weapon to use, so everyone's using it. So Very centralized game right now. I mean, when there's like a lack of content updates and stuff, it's going to become centralized around whatever the most relevant or best thing to do is. So, best thing slash only things. Wow. This gun is dope. It ain't even leveled up yet, bro. What the frick? Like, it ain't even leveled up. Once it's leveled and it does like damage, like it's already killing things. Oh, I guess I chose the sun. I don't know. Zoom. Alright. Yeah, I have some pretty solid gear though, so I'm happy. The Iron Slug or the Buccaneer Broadsider, I could have gotten a CTR VH on it if I went for the Iron Slug. But I'm like, this one has both ASI and CTR, so it's like, honestly, I think this one is a little bit better in the sense that like I don't really have to spend anything on it because it's already good as is. Right? I just bought one that's already like kind of a finished product. Also, damn, there's more to this. Oh wow, only 2 hits. Broken ass sword, what? Yeah, keep an eye out for like barriers and useful shit. I'm not going in that frickin' miasma, frickin' drowsiness. Get my ass knocked out. Hell nah. I know better than that. Alright. I don't think I need to change anything. Like, it was just healers. But what can I do for healers? Nothing. Like, you just gotta accept that they're gonna be taking not very effective damage, guys. I'm not running a piercing weapon here. Straight up. I'm not running a piercing weapon at fucking jelly level just for healers. Silk wings. What is this? I've never played this before. This is actually kind of cool on this level. Nice. Thought I had my grandpa's there. And then had the wrong weapon out. I didn't want to use my health cap. My remedy capsule, I should say. It's probably better if I just let my character go down than actually using items. You know what I mean? It's like the ideal is to keep everything for the shadow layer because I'm gonna need it for them. The problem that I'm mostly concerned with is just the curse, because I'm gonna bring a shiver, and I'm like, if I get cursed and like all I'm allowed to use is like fucking shiver, then like that's where problems arise. So I have curse resist on my loadout to help with that, because I don't want to be locked into that under any circumstances. Damn. It actually forces me to like use items. It's like either I die or I use items. Like literally, like it's like I stay asleep and I die, or I like what the frig? There's no options there. There's literally no options. It's like I could choose to like just let it go down. Like nah, you had to use an item there. That was the only way you're getting out of that. That's hilarious. Unless I have like sleep UVs, which fuck, you can't even roll those anymore. I saw one BKC on the auction house the other day with freaking sleep res. I'm like, oh, that would be good for that one lockdown map. You know? With the freaking sleep vials. Things be mad annoying, low key. Let's take the yellow one. Alright, you know what? Yeah. So, we do not have 3 remedy capsules, do we? I don't think I have 3 remedy capsules. I think I have like 1 or 2. Remember I used 1. Oh no, I have 3. Nice. Very, very nice actually. What do we have here? They were fed to miss, which is in Hall of Heroes. Everything here is like from Hall of Heroes. Nothing special. We got Avenger recipes. I got 60k. Nothing special. Nothing special, Rooney. Ah. Yeah, dark fire. Heal. I didn't do any testing, so if anything, this is my test run. I wanted to try out the Iron Slug, cause I just bought one, and I'm like, what can I do? Cause I'm like, I spent 35k on this fucking thing. I'm like, bro, I need to have some sort of content I can use it on. And I'm like, all right, I think this is probably the kind of content that we can slap it on. So, I don't know what. Oh, that's a different one. I'm gonna run this. So I'm gonna run CTR Max instead of Curse Res. I'm looking at this. I'm like, what do I think? I'm just looking at this, and I'm like, damage would be nice, and res would be nice. Yes. CTR though. It's really Ultra versus Max. It's CTR Ultra versus Max on Broadsider. Damage is gonna be either Max or VH. I don't really mind that so much. It's really just the resistance to status. I have enough fire res. It's just curse res. Right now I think I'm at a 2-weapon curse. So I'm like, worst case scenario, I'm stuck with Soaker and Froster. Which is pretty bad because I'll have no knockback at all. But I mean, at least I'll have a bit of crowd control. So, I mean, yeah, it's not the end of the world. Right, and then the trade-off is what? Like, dropping CTR for, like, protection against curse. Like, yeah, it doesn't really make sense to do that, right? So, I think the current loadout is probably ideal. So, I'll go ahead and go over it. So, we're just running our standard lockdown BKC, because I only have one BKC on this account. Running my UFSC armor that I used to pair up with the BKC to kind of just make up for its shortcomings and shit. So, it just kind of patches up the fire and the curse weakness. The normal and the shadow UVs are just extra. I bought this as curse and I just rolled the other two. Like, specifically, this was planned specifically only for UFSC. The buckler is just a shadow shield, usual. Grand Soul's just ring, usual FSC gear, elite handgun focus. It's really just for the broadsider, just to make sure that it's maxed out on CTR. Everything else is pretty standard, like ship wheel. Like, what am I running? Yeah, Teddy Buckler. So in terms of ASI, then we're just running VH Arcana, like actual stats. So CTR Max Froster, CTR Max ASI High Damage VH on Soaker, CTR Max ASI VH Damage VH on Broadsider, Damage VH ASI Ultra on Arcana, and this is, generally speaking, gonna be more of a comfort run than anything. Like, I was considering trying to, like, I guess, add swords and, like, go more offensive with it, but I'm like, it doesn't really make sense to do that, because if I'm gonna do that, it's like, I should just be dropping the broadsider, you know, because, like, that has the least utility, I would say. If I was going to run a sword, I would probably rather keep the Shiver than the Broadsider, because generally speaking, the Arcana is just the better gun to use. And this is really only going to be viable because of the Jack Froster. This is all just what I'm brainstorming. I don't know how it's going to actually play out, but my logic is that I can use Jack Froster to help freeze things in place so that when I do charge this, I can hit them multiple times. Because I don't have many reliable forms of knockback, like normally you would use a sword to knock things back or your shield, but in my case, all I really have is Arcana, and if things are frozen, I can't even use that. So I'm going to need to rely on something like this to push enemies away. So that's why, as much as I have CTR Ultra by itself, I'm going to give it the extra bit of CTR just to try and just give myself the ability to kind of create some more crowd control through the ability to move enemies with charges. So just being able to do that quicker, I think, might help me out in those tight spots, hopefully. That's the goal. That's the goal. That is the goal. I don't know how this will work out, but it's what we are planning to do. So in terms of this, I think I want... Nah. Wait, but Soaker needs to be around here. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Yeah, I can do it like that. Okay. Yeah, we're cool. Alright. Okay. So, we're already missing damage max. I'm already missing damage max. Yes, I am. I already missed damage max. Didn't realize that was the difference between being able to one-shot and not being able to one-shot in solo. Tragic. That's gonna be a huge difference breaker. So I mean, this is what I mean. This is all test run. So now I know next time run damage max over CTR. I mean the only saving grace is that I'm at least able to stun and cancel. So if my initial charge is not enough to knock them out, at least they're not gonna be able to fire off an attack right away. But yes, damage max. Damn, bro. Who knew that the damage would have been that necessary? Yikes. Okay. Noted. Damn. One stage of CTR versus 2 stages of damage. Like, I think that was... but I guess I was choosing comfort over damage though, because like at the end of the day, like I said, like technically if I hit them, if they don't die, they still can attack me. That means I'm alive. But if I can't charge them before they attack me, that means that they'll land the attack and I die. So I guess it's just a matter of like comfort versus speed. True. So yeah, I'm choosing comfort because this is not meant to stress me out. It's meant to just be a fun but challenging thing. So I want to feel like I have the tools to deal with what I need to deal with without feeling like I'm being like overstressed. Like I can relax, I can like talk and just hang out and just kind of like vibe. So this is not too bad. Okay, so we can like assess the situation and just kind of vibe. So deal with the turrets here. Yeah, we gotta worry about the lag though, of course. Can use these to help out with the wheels. Deal with him. Okay, yeah, so we're not gonna use, yeah, I'm not gonna bother using charges like that because it just opens me up to taking damage unnecessarily. Alright. Like, I can do all this just... I have guns, like literally, I have guns. I'm like I'm mobile AF, so I don't need to like worry. I can just chill, so I'm gonna just move everything. No reason to like make things more difficult. This is what I mean. It's not safe using charges. Okay. So, overall, what I'm thinking is that I'm needing to be less stationary, more mobile. So essentially, Jack Froster, Broadsider is not horrible, but it's almost feeling like Storm Driver. Jack Froster is gonna shine in the mob rooms though. Broadsider, I think that's the thing. These weapons are looking bad right now because I have a lot of space. But as soon as like the space runs out, I think it's going to, you know, look better for the Broadsider. When I'm gonna appreciate its ability to like move things out the way. You know what I mean? So how many? Okay, so now I can actually kill these things. So it seems like we'll need to kill Dreadnoughts first. Okay. Arcana, Jack Froster, Soaker. Like I don't think that it's a bad loadout. It's just I'm very susceptible So I need to be very careful as to when I am using these charges. Like, at least the drivers, they don't leave me as susceptible because you're constantly, like, switching. Like, they force you to be mobile. Broadsider literally stops you. Soaker also stops you. So for a gunner, I'm really going Arcana solo right now. But I mean, this is kind of like the best gun to use. So by the end of this, I should be pretty decent using this. I kind of want to bring Masquerade for this though, low key. There was one down there, about know where he went. Wait, is that a trap? Oh, it is. I'm like, why did I take damage? I purposely like stood there on that square. He's like, I freeze it not. Yeah, we definitely would have appreciated damage then if we're gonna be using Arcana, like, primarily as your main damage dealer. But you know what? I don't mind, because at the end of the day, this is really just a test run, so... At least I kind of know better for next time, like, what I should and what I shouldn't run. And it seems like damage max is, like, definitely something that you're gonna want. Because, like, CTR is important, but it seems like I'm not gonna have the opportunity to utilize the charge as much as I want to. You know what I mean? Mainly because using it just leaves you like very susceptible to taking damage. In particular with the broadsider, like not only are you like stationary when you're using it, but like even afterwards. It's kinda like the soaker in that regard. So but I don't know. I mean, this is like the first level. That's the thing. Like, when it came to this weapon, like even... Oh, that's the wrong one. Like, when it comes to open spaces, like, it doesn't really get to shine. You know? Like, the whole point of it really... Well, I guess it's also kind of capped, because you also kind of need, like, a little bit of room to utilize it. But it's more so in the sense that, like... When I use this weapon, I'm finding that I need to be very, very wary of, like, my surroundings. Like, for example, it's like, this can potentially, like, push me into a trap or something. So it's like, as much as, like, I find myself, like, being able to hit things in front of me, it's also, like, I kind of need to worry about the direction. So, I just feel like I put too much faith into the broadsider, I guess. Because, like, I was kind of expecting it to be able to help out with crowd control at close quarters, but it seems like it needs to be charged in order to even provide CC, and charging it itself just seems to be too risky to really do, regardless if you have CTR max and ASIVH. You know what I mean? Like, I have MSI high. So, yeah, no, like... Nah, I got pretty decent gear, honestly. I think it's genuinely just the weapon. But, this is still the first level, so I'm gonna see. Like, I'm gonna see if, like, maybe later on it gets a chance to shine or something. But hey, I at least wanted to try it out. Because, like, what's the point of just having it and not using it, right? Like, so. We'll bring the broadsider out for a little field day. This is like damage VH, it's in like 200, 267 on the charge. It's like pretty low. And then this is doing like 157 on a basic. Spicy damage. So I'm like, how much is damage max? Like, obviously it's gonna be more, but I don't know how much more. Like, what are percentages? I would love to know. Jamie love to know this. Personally, I didn't think that there would be such a big difference between VH and max in terms of damage. Like in lockdown, I remember back in the day, people used to run like half Vog, half Skulver with Striker, and I don't really recall that being so weak. You know what I mean? Like I don't really recall it like taking many more hits to kill people. Like I still remember it being like practically the same. So seeing such a big difference here, I think it has something to do with like probably the tiering or something. Cause like this is like what? 6th stratum. I guess it's me just being like somewhat complaining. I guess I'm kind of complaining about the performance of the broadsider, but I don't want to blame the weapon. I don't want to blame the weapon. I just feel like maybe I need to change my loadout or just get better gear. Like I think maybe you're just needing to like literally GM it. Like it probably needs to like literally be GM with damage max to like potentially have a chance of like not being like bad. Like you know, cause like I don't want to say it's bad. Like but like damn, bro. Like it's hard. It's hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard, man. Cause I'm like the Iron Slug itself is really good in general, but it is seeming to really struggle. It's seeming to struggle. That being said, we're here, so let's try and pull it off. Like, the logic is here. The logic is here, but the spaces... I'm not too worried, though. It's just, look, like, the knockback is causing them to get killed in these freaking respawn areas. So it's like... I can kill them, but I can't guarantee they stay down. Because, like, it's kind of RNG as to where they get killed. So I guess I can try and shiver and try to hold them in place and try to kill them in place. Okay, so I guess that was part of the strategy. It's like using the shiver, trying to land multiple hits. Okay, you know what? Hold on. There was some strategy. It's cope, but listen. Listen. This is... We're playing the game differently, okay? We're just trying some shit, man. We're trying something here. It might take a few years, but, Yo, just kill him in the corner. Okay, but listen. One thing I will say, damage max is essential. Oh my god. Nah, like... I'm just kind of salty because it's like... It was my fault because I had the option of paying 32k for a CTR VH Iron Slug and I chose a Broadsider instead because of the pirate shit. I'm like, I love the pirate drip. But I'm like, if I took the CTR VH, then I wouldn't need to use a damn CTR trinket. And I would then be able to have that damage max with CTR max. But I chose the drip over the performance, so I have to accept that. And it was something, it was not like I didn't know, but I also didn't know. Like, I was aware I was sacrificing performance, but I wasn't aware of the degree. Now, do I feel like the degree is to a point where this is like a bad weapon? No. But I think it affects my ability to be able to use it for what I would like to use it for. Like this kind of stuff, because this is the only place that you would actually really bring this. Because realistically, like... I mean, what else are you gonna do? Also, how many weapons? 1, 2. Alright, so 2 weapon curse with my curse max. So I can run BK, and I'm 2 weapon curse. So we have Broadsider. Honestly, I can play with this though. Oh, wait. So I can't shield bump you guys with a 5-star shield? I didn't know that. Now, that changes things. Genuinely, are you serious? Then what happened? Wait, I think there was probably just too much weight. Because, like, I shielded and they didn't move. So I'm like, WTF. But yeah, that was crazy. So this will just take time, I guess. But it's not, like, impossible per se. The question is, though, how to, like, optimize this. Like, is it just... I think it's just UVs. Genuinely, because it's just getting damage max, CTR, ASI, like, and I kind of screwed up by choosing the reskin, because now I sacrifice damage. You know what I mean? Wait, my weapons are back. Nice. Okay, so now we can play again. So I think if I do get cursed and I'm stuck with this one only, what's it called, the broadsider, then I should probably just focus more on like just dodging. You know what I mean? Because like I was trying to kill things, but it just leaves you stationary. So I think I should just only really utilize this. Oh, whoa, 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 to take advantage of like enemies that are not able to really hit me. So I guess we'll just use Arcana as the main damage dealer. And I guess, yeah, if I can't use it, I'll probably just focus on defense than offense. I was, like, the thing is, like, genuinely, guys, like, I spent money on offensive UVs. So I'm trying to use this weapon offensively. But just due to how it is, it's just such a handicap. And I can't really say that I can do that, per se. You know what I mean? Yep, damage max is needed as fuck. Jesus Christ. Can't even knock out a single fucking dreadnought in fucking solo, man. That's fucking cringe. Not gonna lie, man. Like, when I first saw that, like, when I first saw the broadsider charge not able to take out the howitzer, I knew this was gonna be shit. When I saw that, I'm like, fuck. That was the moment I was like, fuck, TBH. Because I'm like, this just made everything 10 times harder. Because now it's like, I can't just shiv and then kill a dreadnought. It's like, a shiv, hit a dreadnought, and then hope that, like, you can freaking pull out your Arcana and kill it without getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, like, a huge difference. And that's like, a huge difference. Because that's going to be a relevant scenario for the entire run. So that's, like, just an example of how, like, a poor loadout choice just kind of screwed over the whole run. But like I said, this is just a trial, if anything. This allows me to see and learn more, just about the interactions of the weapon and the gear and the stats and stuff. So, that being said, broadsider, ASI, practically useless. Like, yeah, you can pop out an individual shot here and there, but it does less damage than Arcana, and unless you're stunning it and, like, canceling it, what's the point of even pulling it out? Like, you might as well just not bother. Get knocked backwards from their facing direction. It's not random. Yeah. Alright, perfect. Thank you. But you know what I mean, though. Like, it's not exactly random, but it's more like it's not controlled, right? Like, the only thing you can control is direction. You can't really control, like, the interactions with everything. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're just kind of sending a charge like this into a group, it's like, it's pretty much, it is a controlled instance, but you can't really control, like, the interactions of everything, because enemies could already be in the middle of an attack animation, so if they're getting moved while they're doing it, they could be jumping at you from here, but now they'd be jumping at you from here. So, it's like, yeah, you can control it, but you're not really, like, it's more so, you can't really control it how you want. The whole point of this, specifically, is to, create openings. But essentially, it's like, if it doesn't cancel the opponent's action, it is not necessarily creating an opening in the way that I would like to. So specifically, if I'm taking time to stop to attack them, if they do not get canceled by that action, that is a negative action on my behalf. And that has already happened a few times where I have popped a slag dead on in the face, not on the shield, and they did not get canceled. Meaning that, like, it is literally so pointless of using the normal attack, not only due to the lack of damage, but also due to the fact that there's a chance that you just take damage because you do not cancel them if you mistime it or if you do not land the stun. So essentially that brings it back even further to saying that the ASI UV on this is practically redundant and that it should just mostly be invested in CTR. So that, in addition to, I mean, so at least, like, yeah, like, I have the CTR on it, but it's just, the fact that like we've already deemed that ASI is practically useless, and then the fact that CTR is very, very finicky because we can't even charge it in the first place due to all the caveats of using the weapon's charge. It just essentially just makes the weapon just very, very risky, inconsistent, and high risk. You know, it's just very inconsistent. As much as it has a good ceiling and good potential, it is not consistent, and that is an issue when you want results. That's just the main issue. Consistency. Like, that's really it. It's funny because like technically everything is programmed in the game. It's not like they're gonna randomly whip out a new fucking attack on a Tuesday night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not necessarily what I'm saying. It's more so everything's coded and like you can't really do anything about it. Like, it's not gonna, no matter how, like I'm only limited by the weapon and just everything. Yeah, like genuinely 98 damage. I feel like I've hit 98 damage with a Fireburst Brandish against a fucking Wolver, bro. Like, not even joking. Or at least my Blaze Brand against the, like, my level 1 Blaze Brand in FSC against that elf. Like, I remember seeing those kind of numbers. So, like, those are the kind of numbers that we're really hitting right now with damage VH. So, yeah, fuck the ASI. TBH. Honestly. The ASI can... Like, it's, like, it helps in theory, but, like, I paid 35 KE for the ASI high CTR med. I could have paid 32 KE for CTR VH Iron Slug. So I just think about it, and I'm like, yeah, man. Maybe you shouldn't have gone for the drip, bro. Like, as much as it's cool, like, the weapon is genuinely so handicapped that, like, you genuinely need as much good stats as you can on it. I would have rather had CTR VH and 0 ASI than, you know, because like in the end, if I decided to not run an ASI Trink, I would just have ASI low from the armor, which is not the end of the world. I would just make a subconscious or conscious decision at that point to just refrain from using normal attacks with the frickin' broadsider, you know what I mean? But now it's like I have half mind to try and weave them in because, oh, I paid for ASI, so I'm gonna use the ASI. Even though it's gonna freaking kill me, even though it is practically stupid. So, yeah, no, I'm a little bit salty at this purchase. TBH. TBH, and it's my fault because no one told me to buy it. But I'm just gonna have to accept it and just cope, man. Just try and make it work. Either that or shell out the money and buy the Iron Slug off of this guy and then try and sell the broadsider. It's genuinely, as much as the weapon looks cool, I'd rather the performance. Seriously, the performance matters so much more. I was kind of thinking about that too. Like, I traded my CTR VH Combuster for whatchamacallit, a CTR Med ASI VH Caliber. Oh fuck, forgot about these. Okay, yeah, for a CTR Med ASI VH Khaled. Okay, now we're just gonna go Arcana for this. I need to be mobile. Oh, that's fine. I'll accept that because I was not paying attention. But yeah, I feel like genuinely like doing that was a mistake because now I don't really have the option of like upgrading trinkets. Like, I don't have the money to afford a totem, so that's why I told myself like, oh well, since I don't have totem money, it's not like it's gonna matter. But at the same time, it just means if for whatever reason, if I ever do get lucky, or if I just want to just use it elsewhere, I'm always forced to run the trinket to have CTR max. That's really what it means, and the only benefit I'm really gaining is the fucking drip of it being a reskin. So I half mind to start trying to sell the Khaled as well, but it has ASI VH, whereas on the other hand, my Combustor had zero ASI whatsoever. So I at least have the ability to like kill things faster. And again, since I am not a speedrunner, I don't have a totem, it doesn't really make a big difference. But that's still cope, because I could just get a second Solstice Ring or something and just have more health, have more fire res, just have a better time in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, but instead, I chose the freaking drip, and now I have to sacrifice performance because I chose drip, so, yeah. Yeah, no, I think after those two instances of shelling out a lot for cool looking weapons that just perform worse than their cheaper counterparts, I'm like, I think I'm done with reskins, TBH, bro. Like, literally. I'd be better off just, like, getting this shit, like, when the promo comes out. Like, just get a clean Khaled during promo and just spend, like, the 30k rolling for a CTRVH. Like, you might have to spend, like, 45k if you're unlucky, but, I mean, again, tell me where you're getting a CTRVH Khaled for 45 fucking KE. Right, so... But yeah, it needs to be CTRVH, otherwise it's like, what the fuck? So... Yeah. Honestly, man. Like, I paid 27k plus my combustor, so it's not like I shelled out a shit ton. Like, I had money left over afterwards, frankly. The only reason why I'm so broke right now is because I unbounded a couple auras and bought a couple things, but I got some things for sale that just aren't visible, but... Main thing is, I care more about performance. But I didn't really, I only deviated in this case because I just thought that since this isn't a weapon that's like really relevant, that like I could just say fuck it. But again, if you just want to use it, if you want to give it the time of day by equipping it and bringing it into a run where you're spending money on, it needs to be able to fucking hold its weight, and it's barely able to do so after spending 35,000 energy and pairing it up with all this fucking shit. Like, that being said, though, I'm not calling it a bad weapon. Again, as much as the weapon might not be the best, it's not the weapon. It's mostly me being stupid, choosing to spend on a reskin than UVs. Like, bro really pulled up the fucking Darkfire Vanna with a CTR Med Iron Slug, like, TBH. Like, that's literally what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it has ASI, but, okay. Like, I'm showing you, it really does not make a difference. It looks good on paper, it might sound expensive, but it doesn't actually really do much in the real world, I would say. I think, like, genuinely, like, I'm just curious, like, I don't mean to sound like I'm shit talking, I'm honestly just fucking around, like, just, I've never owned an Iron Slug before, so I'm like, okay, what happens if I just spend a little bit and just fuck around? Like, that's all I'm doing, genuinely, like, I'm just curious. So apparently, like, being neutral curse res is just a 2-weapon curse. Curse max is, like, the value of the black cat. Like, it has a negative curse max because I have curse max on my armor and I'm neutral curse, so it's all just info. Personally, like, I was thinking to myself, if I paired the Iron Slug or the Broadsider with the Jack Froster, then I'll be able to hit enemies multiple times with my charge attacks. But it doesn't, like, yeah. Honestly, though, it's okay. Maybe I could have dropped Swift Steps for, like, the damage module or something, I guess. But I felt like I would prefer having the ability to move around faster. So, yeah. I'm not gonna say that's the case. I think I should have chose to got the Iron Slug instead. Because if I got the CTR VH, then I wouldn't need to sacrifice movement speed to have the stats. That being said, though, I did some testing in FSC, like with the Storm Driver, and like I was deciding that I wanted to use the broadside no matter what. So essentially, like I was testing the Storm Driver versus Arcana. It wasn't even a competition. It wasn't even a competition. Like, legit, freaking Arcana blows Storm out the water, even if like the Storm is like fucking geared out, statted out the shit. Like, just because the utility of the Arcana is insane. It's just sheer utility. The ability to break boxes, the range, the pushback, like, it's just disgusting. But the Storm Driver, it does help with damage output, especially in close quarter scenarios like this where you can ricochet. But it's not like the Arcana can't do damage. It's just, you know, a little bit on the slower side. But this being said, though, after looking at this and after just seeing how this plays out, I'm kind of curious to like try like maybe a triple blaster set, like either triple blaster or like okay, I don't know. Like I'm just looking at it. I'm just thinking I can kite. We have like the slimes that just take neutral from Arcana. So yeah, Phantomus has a place here for that one enemy. I don't know what else I can really use over it, per se. But damage max is essential, and the thing I'm considering is that the good thing about blasters is that you don't need CTR. All you need is damage and ASI, so it's very, very easy for me to get the required stats to make them technically as good as they can be. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm thinking maybe instead of the broadsider, I could, I know damage is important. Like, damage max would have changed that scenario right there. I think it might just be damage, because damage max would allow my Arcana to more effectively kill slimes, to the point where I might not feel like I would need a Phantomus in the first place to kill them. You know what I mean? Okay. So, essentially, damage max is important. This would need to be damage, and then this would need to be either turn into CTR high or just replace it with CTR VH. If I want to keep the CTR max and the MSI. So, I think my next course of action would be probably to either sell this. I'll probably sell this and just buy the Iron Slug outright. Or what is my other option? I don't think there's another option. It's just rolling this again. Technically, it's either get you have to get the stats on that slot. So yeah, it's one or the other. Now locking in ASI, is it worth locking in ASI? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's worth locking in ASI. After we've deemed how useless ASI is, I don't think so. So I will probably just save up then. Because like I was rolling on the hammer. I'm still kind of rolling on it. I got 2 of them. Right now one of them is at, whatchamacallit, ASI med, and the other one's like ASI low. So I'm just kind of rolling on the 2, trying to get at least ASI high. I'll just move these totems out the way for now. Can I get you? Yeah, no, he's stuck. So you know what? Let me just help you out. Let me try and get him in here. Let me just trap that fucker. Let's get these guys up. So yeah, damage max is definitely seeming to be like the vibe here, honestly. It's definitely quite needed. honestly. Damn it, man. I'm so sad though. Because I love the pirate outfit, I love the pirate aesthetic. I was so excited to bring this broadsider and have a good time. And I'm not gonna say I'm not having a good time, but like, I wish that this weapon performed better. Because god damn it. It is a nice looking weapon, it is a fun weapon. But damn, it just does not perform. It does not. Okay. Come on. Like, I mean, like, the game looks great and whatnot, so I'm having a good time. Like, it's chill. I'm just like... It sucks, because... Boo-hoo, we're just fucking single-switching Arcana again. I was hoping that we would have a little bit of diversity, because god damn it. Like, I literally, like... just wanted it to be a little bit different. Like, literally, the only difference between this and, like, a regular freaking Darkfire run is the fact that I'm not bringing a damn CTRVH Brandish on me. Literally, like, literally just swap the Broadsider for a Voltage or a Combustor, and this is your Darkfire loadout. Like, no cap. Like, the Shiver, you can put whatever you want, technically, but that's the whole point. Like, it's literally... I was trying to turn this into something different by bringing this, but it seems like it's just Cope AF. Now... that being said, it's my fault for making it Cope, because I'm running it damage VH instead of damage max. If it was damage max, you'd be witnessing me, like, one-shotting freaking Howitzers, and one-shotting freaking, like, at least. So I'm kind of sad that we're not getting that experience, which, ironically, is kind of iconic of the Iron Slug, just freaking popping heads with their charges, so... But, it's my fault. I genuinely didn't know that, like, these guys are gonna be this tanky compared to, like, just regular tier 3. Like, despite doing so many layers, like, I honestly didn't think that I would need damage max that badly, like, genuinely. Because, like, I just thought if I'm playing by myself, surely, like, it's only a little bit of health. Right? But, oh, no, can't one-shot anything. The question is now, is damage max enough to make up the difference? Because I'm blaming on damage max. I believe that 2 stages of damage is enough to allow me to one-shot. Because just seeing how close they are to dying just makes me assume that they only need that little bit extra, you know? So, I'm probably going to try this again. Like, maybe I'll get me... the Iron Slug CTRVH. Like, it's technically cheaper than the Broadsider, so... Well, I'm just thinking, like, it's either you spend 32k and you get the CTRVH guaranteed, or you roll over this and you spend on single UVs hoping to get CTRVH within those 32k worth of rolls, which frankly, I'm not too comfortable saying is gonna happen. I would be more comfortable, like, I would say 45k at this point, I would say is close enough to getting at least 1 VH. Whether it's ASI or CTR. But I would say you're gonna run into one or the other, I would like to think at that point. Obviously that's up to RNG, but I would like to say at least one of them at that point. According to, like, the statistics and, like, the calculations on the wiki, they're saying, like, it costs 2 mil, like 2.09 mil to roll ASI or CTRVH. So that's just, like, just by probability, whatever formula they fucking use, I don't know, but yeah. Honestly, there's no way damage max would have been enough to make the difference there. Like, straight up, it needs to hit the target multiple times. Like, the initial impact definitely is not enough. It definitely not for this. But it would still make a difference, like, overall. But yeah, this is not bad, honestly. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. I do feel like though having the drivers would at least allow me to be a little bit more versatile, because I can kind of rely on like the ricochets to like do damage on things, whereas this kind of like relying more on just the direct damage output of the blasters. Ironically, we have charges. We have like the Arcana charges. As weird as it sounds, I think I'm probably just gonna have to just be resourceful and just kind of kite. Like, I don't want to kill these guys just yet. Like I forgot what they're calling, the cursed slags, whatever. Because they'll respawn. Killed right now. So yeah, honestly a storm driver would allow me to get in there and like deal a good amount of damage, elemental damage safely. Right now we're kind of forced to like use Arcana charges. The broadsider is actually kind of turning out to be a detriment, but it's like it's because I can't get any safe opportunities to really hit these guys with the soaker. That's what you need to do. But whether or not you can actually do it is the question. That's what I mean. So it's like, I could spend 3 hours, you know, like just kiting around with Arcana, single tapping everything. I could. But I'm not gonna do that. I spent money on Sparks. I don't mind spending money on Sparks. I'm not gonna spend 4 hours just because I don't want to die. Like, no. That's not how this works. No, that's not what I'm here for. I'm genuinely just here to play the game. Type shit. But yeah, no, like you guys can see how little I'm using the broadsider. I'm kind of upset about that. So what do I do with this information? It's like it's weird because like the only argument is that the damage output is low, and that's it. It's not an issue with like my attacks taking too long that I can't recover in time or anything else. It's literally the damage output is low. So if that's the case, is increasing your damage stage by 2 going to solve everything? The answer to that question is no. Generally speaking, regardless if I do more damage with that specific weapon, just due to how it deals damage, I won't have the opportunities. Like, it's not the right tool to help me in a situation like I was just in specifically, where it's like you're like multiple dreadnoughts and a Trojan and shit. Like, that's better against turrets and howitzers, the Iron Slug in particular. And ironically, the Storm Driver is not bad against those two. I can say I made a mistake. I can gladly say I made a mistake. And you know what my mistake was? My mistake was investing 35k on a broadsider instead of investing 38k 35k rolling CTR on Storm. I will say that. I will say that, and I will stand by it. I will stand by that. That is what I will say. I will say that it would have been better to invest 35k straight up in punch on my Storm Driver than on a broadsider. That is my takeaway. After seeing these interactions, I think even if I got CTR high, it would have translated into CTR max when paired up with Sacred Firefly Shade anyways. So like, seriously. And that's without a Trink, so then you can add your damage. So yeah, like I literally had the answer all along, technically. And even if I got CTR med, it would have been Ultra without a Trink, which at that point is like on an Alchemer, like it's not the end of the world. Obviously it's not max, but yeah. So, after coming to this realization, I can now confidently part with this weapon and invest that money on Punch. So I can say I'm done with this. The only content that I wanted to use this for, I feel like there is another option that I can use that I think would give me a better result, and as a result I think it would just be better to invest in that. I feel like in order to, like, I feel like even if I were to invest in making this as good as it can be, like, I know I have the ability to get a CTR VH ASI Med Broadsider. Like, even if I had that, like, I can't say that it's going to enable that much more, just due to how the weapon is, fundamentally. I think the interaction of the Stormjammer being able to ricochet on itself, is gonna really be good. Like, it helps against howitzers. It's not as good as the Iron Slug being able to penetrate, like, straight through them. But, against the Dreadnoughts, bro, oh my god, it would allow me to actually kill them, because, like, bro, I'm like, actually kind of screwed here. Like, TBH, outside of Soaker, tell me how am I killing a Dreadnought, bro? Like, unless I'm, like, single switching this for 5 years, or, like, spamming Jack Froster, like, 24/7, okay, I guess we're gonna freeze him in place. Okay. And at that point, what's the point of spending 35k on a fucking broadside? So, again, I'm not mad. I'm just acknowledging the mistake. I am accepting it. And I'm enjoying it, because guess what? I can at least say that I have done it. I am not just bashing it blindly. I am giving it a chance. I have invested greatly. So I will try and get what I can from this. I'm not necessarily having a bad time. I'm just like, I feel like I made a mistake. I feel like maybe I could have had something nicer. I could have had a ASI V8 CTR high. Or potentially even GM Storm, because I would have had 35k E to drop on Punch. Straight up. Just straight up. But I'm not mad, because I still have the... I technically have like 60 odd, like, between what I'm selling. But that wasn't really intended to be used for this. This was kind of meant to be its own thing. Like, technically, I shouldn't be needing to spend more money to do something that I already spent money getting something to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, essentially, I need to sell this to get something else because this is not doing the job, is what I'm saying. So, yeah. Oh. I like how I'm not even, like, actually paying attention. Like, I'm just, like, kind of subconsciously doing this. I feel like literally 2 of my deaths have been me being careless. And, like, another one was me just being impatient. But genuinely, though, this takes so much patience. Like, how am I supposed to, like, how am I supposed to tolerate this? Damage VH, bro. Lord, how long is this gonna take? This is not even the last wave, bro. I should have went damage max. It's okay. Please don't take 4 hours. Please, just don't take 4 hours. He slapped me! That hurt. It's okay. I have Arcana, right? Just don't miss your single switch. Just play perfectly. Just play perfectly. That's all you gotta do. Like, just don't mess up, man. Just don't miss your single switch. Oh, wait, did I Sonic that? Did I just Sonic that? I Sonic curse damage. Hey, yo, let's go. Okay, hold on, wait. Wait, I need to kill you. I need to lure you there. I need to... Yo, that would have been a nice play. Yo, that would have been so beautiful. I, like, lured that Dreadnought away to try to, like, squeeze in there. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Wait. Yo, I want this play. Wait. Let me squeeze the... Oh, I can't get that. Hold on a second. Nah, I need to make an opportunity, but, like... Oh, wait. I can get it here. Yep. Give me that. Gaming. Oh, shit. Yo, gaming. Okay, hold on. So, we need to get rid of these damn freaking Dreadnoughts. I'm gonna try and get some damage up. I need you to go through it. Okay, get frozen. Yep. No. Okay, you know what? I don't think damage max would damage max have killed him there? I need to see, because like this is crucial information. This is crucial, because that is a big difference. Like if he was dead, he would not have been able to do damage. That's what I'm saying. Like that damage max that I'm bitching about is literally such a big deal, because like these guys need to be dead, and the only way to kill them is with damage, bro. So we have Arcana Broadsider. Okay, Arcana is fine. I can rock with Arcana and I can rock with Storm. So TBH, this is not that. No. This is totally doable. This is actually totally doable. I think just swap Broadsider for a really nice Storm Driver, and then you have all the tools that you need. Like genuinely, like literally that's it. Swap Broadsider for Storm, and I think that's like good. Like to do this without swords, because like genuinely I've trying to like I can't really use Broadsider here. Like I could pop it out, but look, I missed the freaking attack. That's a skill issue, but like okay, let's see. Oh, more skill issues, yeah. No, that's not the gun's fault, that's me. I'm just complaining that, I mean, for one, I'm just shit, I guess, and then for two, like, this weapon just has so many caveats. I can't kill these guys until I kill you. So, alright, we'll just try and wait until we get an opportunity. This is where Storm comes in. I can just single switch for years, and I don't care. Like, just let the ricochets just hit whoever they want to hit, kill whoever they want to kill. Like, literally, Storm is the answer. Okay, let's just straight up go for this. But, like, oh my god, even then. Wow, we need damage so badly. Like, you were literally at like 80%. I can't even do 80% damage? Like, come on. Like, bro, imagine spending all that. You can't even kill a fucking Dreadnought, bro. Okay, so. I am like, I'm honestly flabbergasted by just the realizations I have made, and overall, I guess I don't know how to feel. Like, for one, I just feel like if I were to ever use an Iron Slug, it needs to be CTRVH, period. Like, just ever. And I can't really rely on using it in close quarters. Originally, like, this is all my fault. This is all a realization. I genuinely assumed that this weapon would have been able to get me out of those tight quarters. I assumed that, like, that's what it would have done, but no, like, you need to charge it, and even charging it has a whole drawback in itself. So, at this point, what does this mean then? What does this mean? Because to me, it's like, when I was coming into this, I was under the presumption that losing the sword would just result in me losing damage output, resulting in me consistently getting overwhelmed by enemies because I lacked the damage output of not having a sword, which then led me to believe that I would need a means of crowd control, which then led me to running these two weapons. Now actually being here, I don't need crowd control. I need to fucking kill things. That's it. Just kill the enemies. That is literally it. So, fuck the Iron Slug. Just run damage max, get your Storm Driver, GM that shit, and start popping motherfuckers. That's literally it, bro. Like, and the fact that I genuinely tried to, like, circumvent that fundamental concept by just using a mid-ass weapon and just trying to, like, stack it up with stats. Like, bro, no. I appreciate the effort. It was a valiant effort. But yeah, nah, just you gotta hold it, man. The weapon is mid, bro. You gotta accept it. I gotta accept it. It's not bad though. Come on, cancel it. What? Just, like, bro, like, at least cancel it. Come on, like, what did I spend my money on? Like, what are you doing? What is the purpose? I am molding right now. I am molding. You can't even, like, molding. I'm molding. I'm molding. Like, what's the point? What, like, why is this here? Like, damn, bro, that's sad. That just pains me. Like, I would love to give this weapon some love, but I just can't. Like, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying, man. Partially, it's because of skill issue, though. Like, again, I'm not, like, a perfect player. Like, there are people who know how to calculate angles and trajectories perfectly to, like, make everything land perfectly and this and that. I'm not like that. But what I will tell you is that I was at least hoping that I could pop a turret and cancel it so I don't get blasted in the face by a freaking 500-degree flamethrower and then die because I don't have a freaking Fire Max BKC, right? Because Arcana is not canceling them unless I charge them, right? And ironically, you know what pisses me the... Like, bro. Like, I'm not even mad, but I'm kind of salty. Because guess what? I have freaking CTR on the Arcana for whatever reason. If I need to cancel a freaking turret with an Arcana, guess what? Well, I'm supposed to be able to. Hold on. Let me just verify this. Hold on. So this could do it with a with a charge. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so I had the tool all along, but instead I spent like over $1 mil for a tool that can't even really do that as effectively. Because frankly, this being at CTR Ultra by itself is CTR Max. So just understand that this by itself is CTR Ultra. So what I'm saying is that this... Okay. Neither normal attacks can cancel this. Meaning I need to charge on both weapons to cancel this. This weapon, the Arcana, is able to charge faster and cancel that. The other weapon charges slower. So if I already had a weapon that was able to charge faster and do this... Like, and it's weird because the Arcana is not even meant to do that. It's just because I happen to have the UV that I'm in this position, which is just a further insult to injury. Like, I don't even care about dying here. It's just like, bro, like, I just feel like I just totally fucked up with that purchase, and I just kind of regret it, low-key. It's not like a small purchase, bro. It's like 35k E, bro. And it's like, who the fuck else is gonna buy this back from me? Like, nah, bro. I gotta hold this. Like, no one is gonna buy this from me. So, all I can do is, like, just re-roll on it. Just wipe it clean. Try and roll for CTR VH when I get a lump sum of change. To make it, like, as not cope as I can. But that's going to be on the back burner because I'm going to prioritize the Storm Driver and the Hammer over that. Like, TBH, guys, according to me, for my own personal levels of satisfaction, like, all I really wanted was just the CTR higher VH on the Storm Driver. And then, the ASI VH or ASI high on the Hammer. That's it. Just for lockdown, that's it. Literally, I don't even have a Divine Avenger. That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, I don't even have an Elemental Heavy Sword on my account besides a Hammer. Because I gave the Divine Avenger ASI High to my alt. So I'm like, I need a Heavy Elemental Sword. I need one. I don't want one. I need one. So I'm like, I plan on investing on rolling on this. So this, I have, like, items set aside. Like, I have a Node Field Aura. I have a Sunshine Aura, Venom Fiend Auras that I'm, like, purposely selling explicitly to put all of the crowns towards rolling. Like, these are specifically only for rolling. So when I say I have like 60k E that I can put towards rolling, that's what I mean. Like, I literally have it. But it's just the fact that I still wasted money doing this. Because, like, no one's saving me, bro. No one's buying this. I have to hold that. I'm not getting my money back. That 35k E would have been able to potentially get me something I wanted, and instead it's gonna end up being on something that I can't even... whatever. I don't want to sound like I am upset or anything. I'm really not like that upset, because at the end of the day, it's not like it's a bad value. It's not like I got ripped off. That's not what I'm saying. This, I paid fairly. This is worth the money. You get what you get. It is a reskin. It is rare. Yada yada yada. I'm not complaining about the value. I'm just complaining about what I'm able to do with it. And the fact that I thought that I would be able to do differently. I assumed things because I did not know. What I should have done was crafted an iron slug and just played with an iron slug and just use whatever else to get the stats just to see how it performs, how the calcs work out, and go from there. Because I've never owned an iron slug. I've never had one ASI low, fiend low, none. Never owned one. So, and like I had a Wintergrave and I had a Callahan before, and I vendored them both. So to me, I'm like, okay. Like, the whole thought process to me was like, the Callahan I almost never used, because genuinely, enemies that are weak to piercing are like Wolvers and Fiends, right? You don't want to be stationary against Fiends. You don't want to be stationary against Wolvers. You prefer using blasters against both of those enemies. Therefore, the Callahan is just objectively the least useful out of them, because the enemies that the weapon is meant to be used against just tends to have better alternatives. On the contrary, the Wintergrave, you know, which likes to hit jellies and gremlins that are soft-bodied, that weirdly enough can get penetrated, whatever, like, the interaction of the weapon is a lot better against those enemies. Like, you can hit a mob of slimes on Wintergrave and it's going to interact with them a lot better than if you were to hit a mob of Wolvers with a Callahan charge. Right? Like, hitting a construct or a turret that's stationary is going to have a better result when you hit it with a Wintergrave charge versus a Callahan charge. Like, because it's stationary, it's going to hit all those times. So, like, in terms of value and fundamental, like, mechanical value, the Wintergrave and Iron Slug objectively are just better than the Callahan, because in the game content, you can actually utilize them against the targets that they should be utilized against without compromising, without sacrificing, you know? Like, using a Callahan is a sacrifice or a compromise. It is, but you're choosing to. And frankly, that's what the Iron Slug is too, but I was hoping it wasn't going to be as big of a compromise. That's genuinely what I was hoping, and I was hoping that the UVs would make up for it. But no, it's not even just a damage issue. Honestly, it's just I think it could be a weapon issue. Because the issue that I was having was trying to kill dreadnoughts. Like, it's either I'm doing single switching or I'm doing a soaker charge. Soaker charge is good damage output, but it leaves me susceptible for a while. Storm Driver charge, honestly, with the ASI, you can release that pretty quickly and be able to be mobile pretty quickly after releasing the charge. So, I would say, I would say it's about as similar as this, but in terms of damage output, it does so much more than the Arcana because it has a chance to ricochet. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, it can actually help. So, genuinely, I am going to invest in my Storm Driver. I'm going to roll on the secondary. I've already been investing a lot. I probably spent like $1 million on secondary UVs already, because this is one of my babies. My Storm Driver is one of my babies. I use this thing in PvP. I love to pop out that single switch and try to shock people, and once they're spasming, I'll hit them. So, add that and get some CTR on there, you're cooking. So that's what I'm saying. This is my end goal, and that's why I got everything out the way. That's why I went ahead and I purchased my ASI VH Arcana. I purchased my CTR VH Shiver. I straight up purchased CTR VH Repeater. Like, I purchased all these. I didn't bother rolling these. I straight up, like, purchased these because I wanted them and I didn't want any fucking bullshit. And the only reason why I'm in this spot now is because, frankly, these are the gears that people aren't really selling. Like, I don't really know anyone who's selling like a ASI or ASI plus CTR Storm Driver. Like, you can occasionally find someone selling a Brandish. Like, if I wanted an Acheron CTR VH ASI Med or CTR, like, whatever, GM Light, honestly, you are going to run into them occasionally. They're not common, but you will eventually run into them. On the other hand, like a freaking storm driver, hail driver, like unless someone is quitting, some whale that's been playing for a long time is quitting, you're not gonna find this straight up. Because anyone who has this invested in it to get it, and they're not getting rid of it. It's like their baby. And objectively speaking, it probably is the best driver in the game. Like, yeah, like Nova does more damage, but in terms of utility, this allows you to do, like, has a higher ceiling. Well, nah, context though. Context. You can't make that statement because there's context. Damage versus utility. I can't say that it's damage versus utility. But yeah, so I would say like Nog and Storm, they do have to have their own niches respectively. But I would still prefer Storm because Storm I'm not using for damage. Storm I'm using for utility. Hence why I am interested in investing so much in it, because I'm trying to maximize utility. With Nog, like, yeah, technically GMing it is maximizing utility, but with Nog it's like you can take advantage of its insane damage output by just simply making it ASIVH and just spamming a single switch. It's gonna do insane damage. Whereas with the charge, like, yeah, it's gonna freaking knock things out and do insane damage with the charge, but like with Storm, like, it's a lot different because the charge is able to inflict status on multiple enemies. So it's just utility versus whatchamacallit. What's that word? Utility versus purpose, value. I'm trying to remember. Anyways, let's get out of here. Can I? Wait, is this actually gonna be an interaction where this is relevant? Oh my god. The 1 in a million opportunity for the weapon to do its fucking niche. Oh my god, it's stunned. And then CTR max actually being relevant, allowing me to freaking charge. Like, wow, the one time it was actually relevant. Wow. 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 Impressive. That's funny. Okay. I want to get out of here. Now. Okay, no. Staying here is not good. Oh. Oh. Okay, no. Fuck it. I was gonna straight up just sacrifice myself and try to take someone out with me. So I straight up went for Soaker. I was like, fuck it. Okay, we'll try and get this guy here. Yeah, sometimes you gotta like be quiet and like lock in. That's the thing. I'm like super casual. Like you can tell. Like I'm not like try harding some fucking thing. Like I'm just trying to have fun honestly, and just try to feel like my 35 KE was not wasted. Okay, this is what people do when they got too much fucking money to spend. Yeah, I'm so fucking done, bro. I was like, yeah, let me just like bring this Iron Slug and like see like how many sparks I spend. TBH. I'm like, all right, I bought 30. I'm like, I don't think I'll need that many, like including unknown passage, but just in case shit just hits the fan at some point when it gets to like the last level, just in case, I don't have to call someone in Haven like, hey, can you spark me? I chose to bring an Iron Slug to Darkfire by myself, and I'm like, I need like some assistance, please. You know, like. But no, like, I'll just try and get the storm driver up. Oh, got some lag here. Yeah. Wait. Can we get our stream back? Come on. Oh. Lag. Oh, we're back. Wow, I'm alive. Alright. Surprised I'm alive to all that lag. But the funny thing about this, you know what's funny? To contradict what I just said, ironically, the Storm Driver's efficiency would be reduced in conjunction with Arcana because the shock status reduces my ability to knock enemies back. And actually using the Nog plus Arcana is like a quicker way of disposing of enemies if you're just pairing up the straight up knockback of the Arcana with the raw damage output of the Nog. It's like, it's just straight up just push them out and kill them. Like, just push them back and kill them. Whereas the Stormdriver is kind of like damage them and shock them so that they can't move or do anything. So it's more like Stormdriver is a combination of like keeping them still plus killing them, whereas Nog is more of a combination of like pushing them back and killing them. Arcana is always a mix of pushing back. It's just if they're shocked, then it might not apply. Like, you know what I mean? So, but again, I don't have the Nog. So it's like, what could I really do? I had a Nog ASI high at one point, and then I sold it. Do I regret it? Not really. I would rather the VH. I could just make a Nog myself, or buy one with a single VH and roll on it. Personally, like, I would prefer CTR VH ASI high than ASI VH CTR high on the Nog. Mainly because I could get away with a Swift Strike most of the time, and then if I am running in an endgame, like, honestly, I'd just rather charge time, personally, for comfort's sake. But the ASI is pretty nice in general, though. What I'm saying, though, is, like, I see if I were to look at my inventory here, I would kind of consider just continuing to roll on the Stormdriver like I already was. Like, the money I was going to be getting from selling the Venom Fiends and the Node Field, I'll be putting towards the Hammer and the Stormdriver. But, like, this here, this Iron Slug reskin, I think I might just sell that and probably invest that in, like, maybe a Nog or something if I have the funds to do so. The priority is the Storm and the Hammer. Hopefully, the crowns that I get from selling these accessories is enough to just roll those to how I want. ASI high, CTR high is good enough. If we get the VH, great. I'm not trying to go too high. I just want something good. Just something decent. Something decent. Something decent. That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, so far it's not bad though. Like, I'm not really dying that much. Died like, I don't know how many times, probably a few times, but I'm not really like counting it too much. Not really trying to do it like deathless or anything. If anything, I'm genuinely just experiencing the weapon and just the game and shit again. Never owned this weapon before, so I was kind of curious just to see how it performs when given like decent investment. It's not like GM or anything, but it has some stats on it. Ah! See, I was gonna go there and then I saw the curse, so I came back. I shouldn't have done that. Because you know why? I was gonna use a health cap, so I should have just accepted it. I was already on fire, I was gonna use a health cap to get rid of the fire. I should have just let myself get cursed. Because then, like, oh no, but then I might not have been able to use the remedy capsule then. So actually, no. It was the right choice to try and dodge the curse, so yeah, I'll accept that. There was a chance that my remedy capsule got cursed, but it wasn't guaranteed. So actually, no. Technically, if there was a chance that I could have gotten out of that without dying, then I should have gone for the gamble, then taken the death. So no, I should have gone for the gamble, actually. Because that was at least a chance. That was at least a chance. You gotta look at it like that. Gotta be resourceful. And I guess that's also important. That's kind of why I like doing these things. Because it allows me to, like, kind of see these things, you know? I'll be like, oh, I could have done this, or oh, this, you know? And, like, it allows me to, like, learn. And, like, when I play with other people, it's kind of hard to do that because it's, like, they're doing things. So it's, like, they kind of add variables, you know? They're, like, luring things, and you can't really control the environment. But here, I can control, like, when these guys are, like, doing things. So, like, it kind of allows me to, like, get, like, a better understanding. And that's really what I'm trying to do right now, is just get an understanding of everything. I haven't really done this in ages, like, honestly. So I just felt like it to make it different than just doing it like a regular Darkfire run. I'm like, I'll just not bring a freaking sword and just kind of screw around a bit. The question though is, realistically, if I had like a freaking GM Stormjammer just for the sake of it, how much different would this be? It would be a lot different. In terms of damage output, I would be like, yeah, in terms of damage output. But in terms of crowd control, I can't say it would be better. Because it's like, it's a variable. It's just a variable. Like, you don't know when things are going to be shocked, how they're going to be shocked, like. And then if I ran, say, Nog instead, I can't say running Nog is necessary because I don't really need the damage of Nog if I have Arcana. Like, Nog, well, yeah, that's true. So, okay, so another thought I just had, right, was like, you know how I was saying that, like, earlier the Nog does more damage than the Storm and whatnot? That is true. Although, like, with the Storm Driver, if you, like, shock enemies, you're able to, like, make them take a lot more damage because of, like, it ricocheting in on itself and shit. Like, I don't think it's necessary. Like, I think the... Oh, fuck. Why did that charge? Wait. What just happened? Oh. So I was charging and I got hit while I was charging. So that boosted me because I just started the charge. So when I released it thinking that I wasn't charged, I was already charged because I was charged quicker due to being boosted by being hit. I got charge boosted by the Trojan. So... Interesting. That's an interesting interaction. Interesting, I got charge boosted by the Trojan. And that, yeah, that screwed me over because I wanted to let go of the charge, like, before it freaking charged. Yeah. If that didn't happen so quickly in sequence, I could have held the charge and released it when it was safer. But nah, like what I was talking about though specifically was like, I was saying that the main thing about the Nog Blaster is that it allows you to do a lot of damage, right? That's the reason. That's the thing about it. It does more damage than Storm, like just raw damage. But if I were to have a Nog Blaster right now, like at best I'm just single switching, like maybe I'm killing things a little bit faster. But the only point of why the drivers even came into question was because I lacked the ability to kill the dreadnoughts quickly and safely. That was the issue. It was never a matter of killing the slags. I can kill slags with arcanas. These guys don't worry me. Slags don't worry me. They don't. These guys, I don't care. The problem is the freaking dreadnoughts. Arcana, like, what does this do to a dreadnought? Then nothing. Like, I can land, like, maybe 2-3 hits before it turns around and then tries to spear me again. So that's where the driver comes in, because you can bop it with a charge and potentially, like, do massive damage in the same period of time that you would be doing with the Arcana charge, but less period of time than the Soaker charge. And in addition to that, if it's the Storm Driver that's doing the charge, then you could potentially shock them, and that gives you another window to then do more damage. So potentially allowing you to kill them. So, like, it's just safer. High damage output. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what makes Storm Driver ideal in this scenario. That's the realization that all this application has allowed me to come to. So I feel a lot better, because at least now it's no longer me just like, oh, I wish I could do this and see how it is. Now it's more like, okay, I know what this is. I feel comfortable making this investment and selling this because I know what it's going to allow me to do. So yeah. Pretty much just stay the same. I guess I'll keep the Broadsider for now. I'll sell the Venom Fiends and whatnot. I'll roll on the Storm Driver. I think I'll prioritize... It's just, do I prioritize rolling over the ASI Low Hammer, or do I prioritize rolling over the CTR Low? Like, originally, I was rolling on the Storm Driver until eventually I just ended up on Low, and then I stopped on Low because that was the first time I got, like, CTR in a while. Because I've been rolling on this on and off for a long time. You know, because why not? It's just expensive, so it's not like I can do this easily. Like, I only do like maybe 1, 2, 3 rolls at a time when I can, you know? I'm not spending like millions every day. I don't have like that. So it's like, in terms of price and in terms of consistency, this is way safer, hands down. I'm only spending 20k, and if I get ASI med here or ASI high here, I can then roll over this. So I can like lock in the high and then roll for VH, or lock in the med and then roll for high. Whereas here, it's like, once you get med, it's like either you stick with med or you roll over med and you hope for higher VH. So I'm kind of answering my question in the sense that it just makes more logical and financial sense to go with the hammer. And in terms of application, like, you're going to benefit from this more because I don't have another elemental sword. And then in PvP, you'd also want this. So all clues are pointing towards the hammer. The problem is that originally I was under the presumption that I didn't really need to improve this, and that the broadsider would have been able to just be able to pop things, but no. It's different enemy types. It's enemy types and interactions. It's just shitty. It's like the Stormjabber can pop a turret the same way an Iron Slug can. But an Iron Slug can't pop a Dreadnought the same way a Stormjabber can. That's the problem. That being said, yeah, let's just run this shit, I guess. Like, I guess we just kind of gotta wait for shit to sell. You know, you actually hopped on me there. You were actually able to freaking like reach me, bro. What's cursed? Wait. Oh, I can recurse. Hold on. Can I strategically do this? Probably. I want Arcana, so like, I need you to like recurse me. I need the breath. Yeah. So, does this work or no? No, I think I'm just fucking around at this point. Fuck it, man. Here. Let me just fucking deal with these guys. Alright. Wait. What's cursed? You're cursed. Did I get cursed again? Okay, I have Arcana this time. Copium. Very copium. Alright. Well, that CTR definitely coming in handy. Not gonna lie. Well then. Yeah, this is actually interesting. So this is like kind of like a practice run. So I think once I get Storm though, I might be down to like try this like a little bit more seriously. I don't think that the broadsider is it. Like, as you can see here, like if I'm like if I just tried to broadsider this section and like use it in the same way as the Arcana, like can't even cancel. Pushes me back into range. Like it's nah. It's just not really good here. It's just, yeah, like this is not good here. I was hoping I could use it here more effectively, but no. It's probably better in other locations. So honestly, I might not sell it. I might keep it. That's coping, bro. Like, stop lying, man. You don't want it. I'm lying to myself. I don't want it. It's gonna sit. I'm just gonna sell it. I'll try to sell it. So I'll list it for trade. We'll see who bites. And then yeah, I mean, I'll put that towards just rolling on shit that I'd rather use, TBH. Like, I would rather use this. It's just not performing well enough to make me really want to. Like, I want to, but I don't want to. You know what I mean? It's weird. Like, at least for this content. For this content specifically, next time I'm coming here and I'm doing this, I'm bringing Storm, bro, over Broadsider, straight. And then, like, in other places in Clockworks, yeah, I wouldn't mind bringing the Broadsider. That's fine. Like, just funny games, that's fine, honestly. Like, and here, like, it's supposed to be that too, but I can't call it fun and games. It's when I'm, like, unable to use it. I'm literally not able to use it. If I use it, I'm, like, either triggering something or putting myself into traps. Because there's, like, no space. And it's, like, it's not, like, it's my first time. Like, I honestly thought that, like, it wouldn't be this bad. Like, I don't think it would be this bad. You see what I'm saying? Alright. I'll just get rid of this thing. Wow, we're eating 2 soaker charges to the face! Damage, where are you? Damage, mod check. Damage just left the chat, bro. I so know what I'm doing next time. Oh my god, I can't wait. Can't wait, it's gonna be fucking juicy, man. Get the fucking ASI CTR Storm Driver, damage CTR max. I don't need to worry. I don't need to worry. I literally don't need to worry at all. Technically, I need to worry a little bit about the CTR. Technically, I do. If I want to use it how I want to use it, technically I need to get CTR high. Well, yeah. At the very least, at the very least, ironically, at the very least, that is true. I would need at least CTR high to get CTR max when paired with this armor. When I'm in lockdown and whatnot, I won't have that armor on, but honestly, I can survive with the CTR Ultra Storm Driver in lockdown. I don't really need it as badly in lockdown, but for Clockworks, bro, give me the CTR max, please. Like, I'm not charging it to look pretty, I'm charging it to use it, so stop wasting my time and charge it up, thank you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. He just bitch slapped me. That was rude. Also, so much for Shiver. How relevant has Shiver been in this run? I'm trying to think, like, so far the most relevant gun obviously has been Arcana, and like obviously just giving that fucker damage max, like this is almost feeling like just I could just do this shit like Arcana Ahsoka only almost. With like, but you still want Shiver support, but like that's how little Broadsider's helping out. Like Broadsider like has maybe helped me out in like a 1-2 scenarios where I had like a freaking turret trying to like attack me, and then even then we've already deemed I could have just charged it with the Arcana instead of the Broadsider in that situation. I think there was like one situation where I popped the turret and it got stunned and then I charged it, which was like, okay, yeah, cool. But again, I mean, if I had a Storm Driver, I could have just shocked it instead, and same shit, so boom, like, and it would have done more damage on the initial hit too, so it's like, yikes, dude. Alright. Let's continue. Fucking around and finding out. You got it. How we do. Fucking around and finding out that I'm a dumbass that spent 35k on a... Don't even think about it. You know what? Like, it's weird. It's like, I don't know. I have a problem. Like, my problem is that, like, I am dissatisfied with my purchase, despite the fact that I paid a fair or good price for my purchase. And it's because I'm simply just discontent with the item, I guess. But it's like, why am I discontent? If, like, and I think it's just, I didn't know what I was getting. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think I assumed differently. My assumption is wrong. And that is biting. Okay. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It is fine. Because you know what? I spent my time and I did my due diligence to do my testing. And now, I have deemed, yeah, Iron Slug is not worth bringing here to Darkfire. Even with maximized stats. Like, I don't think that maximizing my stats would make it good enough to make it worth running over a maximized Storm Driver. You know? But I had to try. Like, I didn't want to assume. Like, genuinely, I wanted to give it a chance. I wanted to give it a chance. But yeah, no, it's just too mid. It's genuinely just too mid. It's just too mid. It's the same thing with Valiance. Like, you can use it, but it's just a little bit too mid. Well, you know what? Yeah, I mean, here you can actually use the freaking broadsider. God damn. Okay, yeah, that's where a damage max might have a relevancy. Oh my god, damage! Please, can you just die? Oh my god, that's insane. Yeah, no, next time I am just running, nah, damage max and I'll bring the storm. I'm not having this shit. Like, I won't even complain about the broadsider so much. I'll complain about the straight up just lack of damage output. Like, you see, these guys are pushing me back because I literally can't kill them in time. Oh, there we go. I felt like I did a little bit of damage there. Oh, okay. Just trying to hit him by the side, like trying to skim the front of him. Okay, let him charge in. Whatever. At least I'm able to, kill regular Trojans with a charge. I like land the entire thing. Yeah, no, Storm. But it's like, so now in that same situation, if I never had the Jack Froster, how would I have dealt with it? That's the question. I would have had to have been forced to kite Arcana, kite Arcana, and then I guess Storm if you had it. And you know what? Kiting with Storm is not bad. That's how you're supposed to play with it. Like, I just feel like an idiot in that regard. Like, literally, like, why did I choose this over Storm? I don't know. I think it's because I just never gave it a chance. And I've seen people use it, and I've seen it do so well. But yeah, no. I just chose, like, the hardest content. Like, literally, like, some of the hardest content to bring it to. So yeah, no, like, it's not bad in regular content. Like, it's good in, like, whatever, Winterfest and whatever. Yeah, you can use it there, no problem. But, like, here, you're coping. To make it work, bro, you're dead-ass coping, man. It's cope. And damage VH, bro, what is that? What is that, brother? Curse is still going. So what would be my next best loadout then? Like, realistically, like, if I roll the CTR on the Storm Driver, so I don't need to run that, then if I don't have to run this module, I'm forced to run a True Shot. Otherwise, I don't get damage max. I have to run True Shot. Like, I have to. Otherwise, I'm just damage VH. So if I do that, if I run the True Shot, then I'm damage max, and then I just simply need, like, this ASI, like, a little bit of ASI. Because, I mean, even if I get ASI VH, I'll only be ASI Ultra with this. So, yeah, whatever. ASI high, ASI VH, whatever. All that matters is that my CTR is at least high. Because high plus med is Ultra, and then plus the low is max. So, I just need CTR high on the Storm Driver. I can't accept the medium or else it won't be max with this. And then medium is just too low to use in general, like just on a whim, just with no CTR support. Like it's not too low to use, it's just borderline inefficient. Borderline you going out of your way just to use it. Like, that's how it feels with the Arcana. Like, right now, I have CTR max, so it's still going out of my way, but it's not too bad. Like, if there's some odd occasion where there's like some freaking slab that I need to like push out the way, it's not too hard for me just to charge this up, bot, move it, and continue. That's what makes this so amazing. In addition to like it being usable in lockdown and shit. So I'm like ecstatic with the roll on this Arcana. It's amazing. It's so fucking amazing. But like, I think having that and that added utility that is actually overlooked is something I need to consider. I really need to start factoring the added utility of this weapon, being able to cancel out enemies, being able to knock things back quickly, being able to do decent amount of damage. Like, I need to really understand the true potential of this weapon and like capitalize on it. Because like I mentioned earlier, if I didn't have the ability to freeze and blast everything, how would I have dealt with the mobs? And the answer would have been through kiting and dodging with the Arcana and whatever other gun that I could freely use. I don't have the ability to do that right now because none of my guns can be used like that. I can't kite with a soaker, I can't kite with a broadsider, and you can barely kite with an Arcana. You can't really kite with an Arcana. So, yeah. The answer is clear as fucking day. The answer is clear as fucking day, frankly. So it's just a matter of time. Once I get that Stormdriver CTR high or VH rolled, this will be guaranteed. Absolutely. Because we're practically almost there. We just need to fix that one weapon slot to give us the tool to deal with the dreadnoughts properly and safely. Because right now, I'm literally forced to fucking soaker them. If I can't pop a freeze valve, if I can't freeze them, how am I gonna safely... That's why it's like at least shock allows me to kite, shock, and potentially capitalize on their spasms with single switching the soaker. So I can like kind of weasel my way in on a spasm and like soaker. So like in addition to like charging, I can like make more opportunities. Because the thing is like the whole point is to make opportunities to be able to kill things. And right now, this thing is struggling with that. Like the downside of it is so high. I can screw around with it here because this arena is not like horrendous for the broadsider per se, but this is good for Stormdriver. Actually, it's also good for Nog too. Like, it's not bad for Storm, but Nog is actually pretty decent here because like the ricochets is always good. Storm, it's like I'd prefer the Storm just for the shock status. It could potentially interrupt enemy attacks and save me from taking damage. And since I have the freedom to move around a lot more than your average, like, swordsman hybrid, it means that I have, you know, an easier time dodging. So, I don't really necessarily mind. Like, right now I'm not running that set. This is, like, literally me, like, doing it on super handicap mode. But it's really just to test and see, like, just the value of what the Iron Slug can bring. And it seems like it's so mid that like I'm practically forced to put it on the back burner half the time. I can really only use it when there's enough room. Like honestly, the number of enemies doesn't even matter. It's the type of enemies. Like these dreadnoughts, like yeah, I need to soaker. Like okay, let me just move these out the way then. And try and put them on the bottom and then just work up top. Oh, I can also trap the dreadnought actually. I'm gonna think of it. And then I can just deal with the slags up top. Yeah, let's deal with these guys over here. Yeah, damage max would be appreciated. Wait, I'm ASI Ultra, not max. Question is, at this point, I'm probably just better off just using the soaker, right? Now, I don't remember how the spawns are. If like the next wave is triggered when I spawn the slag or what, so I'm gonna kill the dreadnought first. Oh, it still hit me. Interesting. Actually, don't kill him there. I saw it coming. I'm like, nah, it's not gonna hit me. Boy, did I think about. Alright. Kill this guy. Okay, actually, stun Val. I should have kept that one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep everyone up here. Try and lure the dreadnoughts into the corner here again, I guess. Oh, there's no more. Okay, yeah, no. I'm just laughing my ass off internally because I just look at how well Stormdriver is here and I'm like, LOL. Like, wow, dude, you really just made this like 10 times harder for yourself by not bring. Like, even if I didn't roll CTR, like, I would have had at least CTR low plus the Sacred Firefly. So, frankly, I would have had CTR VH, just, which, as much as it's not max, like, it still would have been able to at least be usable. But that being said, that's not my broadsider. Right, so like what's the point of spending the money on it if you're not going to use it? So that's why we're using it. It's to get monies from my fucking purchase. Not that that's necessarily the best thing to use, it's more like if I don't use it, it's just me not getting my money. Okay, we're taking that. Oh, we're not taking that. Interesting. So, how relevant has Shiver been? Like, I consistently ask myself this question, because it's like, just mentally, like, when I was picturing this, I'm like, oh, I just picture, like, oh, Shiver's gonna be so good, it's gonna freeze them in place, and I can just pick them off like cherries, and they can't do shit. And then you're here, and you're like, fuck, shit, I gotta dodge, fuck, shit, don't spear me. Like, oh my god. And it's CTR max, bro, like, I can't make that any better, bro. Nah, you gotta learn to dodge, you gotta learn to place, you gotta play the game, dude. And it's interesting. Honestly, like, I'm just gonna switch the broadsider for Storm. And then I will switch this for damage. I'm going to do that. Yes, I'm gonna do that. So I'll switch this for damage. I'll switch that for Storm. Swift Steps, I can't say I'm taking too much damage from fire, and then I can't see that the 2-weapon curse is impossible to play with. Like, realistically, worst case scenario is always going to be Soaker plus Jack Froster. That's like always worst case scenario, and it's like, you're going to have to put up with it. Like, am I going to really run the fucking amulet just so that I can have a Stormdriver available to make it, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if my loadout was Arcana and then like Stormdriver here, it would just go from like a 2-weapon curse to a 1-weapon curse. And then at that point, worst case scenario would be like I can't use my Arcana, and then I'm just left with Stormdriver. And it's like, in close quarters, single switching Stormdriver actually is kind of worse than Nog, isn't it? Or is that a cap? Yeah, like, the thing with Nog is like everything is predictable. It doesn't create anomalies like Shock where it's like they were about to do something and they stopped, or like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know the animation, you know everything continues fluidly, and it's very, very transparent. Whereas like Shock, it adds little moments where you can try to capitalize on. It adds little moments, it creates windows. It's very, very different. And that is the kind of gameplay slash set that I would need and want to be using to do something like this. I would need something like that would kind of give me those opportunities. That's why I was trying this combo. The only reason why I'm rambling is because I'm trying to see just how valuable is Jack Froster. Like, is there anything else I could run over that? Like, in theory, I don't think that there's a better option. Like, I have a Vortex. but like it's not really gonna do anything. Like the vortex is not the same without the brandish because I can't like hit them and then send a charge through the middle. At least with the slug I can blast them and it's gonna hit them a little bit. But like what am I gonna do? Blast them with an arcana charge? Like if I blast them with a storm driver charge, yeah, it's not really doing much. But I think its shiver is good for the crowd control in general. I'm not making that. So yeah. Wait, no, I should just go through the straight way actually because I don't know if I can do that whole. I can't do that strategy here. Oh wait. Oh no, I can. I can break the wheels because I have an arcana. But yeah, like you know, like how in the regular FSC, like people normally go on the sides, and then like if the statue is not there, they will just die or whatever. Yeah, I was gonna do that, but I'm like I can't because there's nobody here. It's just me. So, oh shit. Okay, fuck. We have to go back. We go back. We go back, and we go forward. It's like a car in the wintertime trying to get unstuck in the snow. Going back and forth. Totally not me like a week or two ago. Yeah, because fucking Canada, man. Okay, I'm making this. I don't care. Oh, look at that. Look what side it happened to frickin' man. Also, next time I'm not bringing Draken, I'm bringing a Masquerade. Well, like when I actually want to like try and do like a run where I'm like not dying. You know what I mean? Like where I'm like actually trying to like do it as flawlessly as I can. This is really just more of a learning thing. Because frankly, I haven't done this in a minute, so I kind of forgot some shit. But I don't think I'm doing badly. Like, I'm remembering most spawns fairly accurately. So, it's not bad. It's a nice little refresher. So, oh yeah, knowing people like bring like the fucking totems for those two. Do I need to? Yeah. Well, damn. Hold on a second. So that's gonna make it so that you can only kill here, here, here. Okay. Yeah, no matter what, I think it's better to not have to deal with incoming howitzer. The problem is I don't have much flexibility as to where I can kill enemies, but I do have a lot of flexibility when it comes to dodging. Damn it. I don't know what the right call is. Wait. I fucked up. Because I didn't bring the totem with me anyways. So it doesn't matter. I don't have that option, I think. Yeah, you went through that gate. Yeah, so no. I already fucked up. It's too late. It's too late anyways. Whatever. Just play it how it's meant to be played, I guess. Good luck, have fun. Oh, yeah, we don't even have what? Damage. So that's what I have to go through anytime I want to frickin' Am I tripping? That does that much damage? Okay. Maybe next time I'll swap my shield to the... What's it called? It's that one that does Dragon Scale Shield for the fire resistance. Because I'm not really using it to shield against slag attacks. I'm using it, well, not really against their jumps. I'm more so using it to push them aside and then shield against fire and walk through spikes or block traps. Like, so I need it more as a utility piece than a fucking straight up. Like, literally, I don't mind eating a fucking shadow attack. I have fucking shadow normal, like, UVs out my ass. Frankly, so I don't mind having a slag jump on me. I'd much rather just not be hit by fire, TBH, actually. Because I will say I do not have fire UVs up my ass. The only fire that I have is built in on my Firefly Shade. Actually, right now. Like, not a single fire UV, fire trinket. Actually, Grand Solstice Ring, my fire low. That's literally all I'm getting. Also, dude, Shiver is kicking ass here. Actually, yo, this is like... Whoa, just add Storm on this shit, and like, this is actually gonna become like a very, very clean run. Just drop the Broadsider straight up. You don't need that shit. Just drop the Broadsider one time, and you're chilling, honestly. Like, I wouldn't say chilling as if like it's a cakewalk. Like, obviously you have to like think and like... But it's definitely viable. I can just freeze you... Oh, yeah. Okay. I think this is a slug moment. Okay. Let's just freeze things. Dodge. Okay. Oh, fire. Oh, this ain't so bad. This is just usual, like, FSC, honestly. This curse. It's usual FSC with curse now. It's the Dreadnoughts I don't like. The Dreadnoughts are actually my biggest problem. I don't have a good elemental weapon to do big damage, and then my Soaker is just weak as fuck with damage VH. So honestly, my biggest kryptonite right now is actually the Dreadnoughts. Those are the things I don't have a way to effectively deal with. That's actually my main issue right now. Everything else I can deal with, honestly. Like, just with my Arcana, and then the Shiver. Like, this stuff is not really a problem. This is just, as long as you don't lag it the fuck out, like, I'm fine with this. It's just the Dreadnoughts, man. Those Dreadnoughts, bro. Oh, yeah. The Dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts are a fucking bitch and a half. Now, I'm gonna try... deal with this. Oh, lag, man. Nah, I'll let it slide, man. Whatever, dude. Like... it'd be like that. Alright, wait. He's gonna see me. Fuck. Yeah, this is where Masquerade comes in. Aw, that's my fault. I'll let it slide. You know why? Because I jumped to the fire trap. I was trying to jump to the spike trap. Because I had enough to take it, but I didn't aim it right. Idiot me. Alright. Let's wrap these guys up. Are you attacking me? Yes, you are. Stop it. Oh. Shiver is cursed. We have Arcana though, so that's good. Nice. Oh, that still hit? Interesting. I actually tried to like early dodge that. I shouldn't have done it because I had so much health. No, I kinda went low. Problem is I don't have Arcana available on me. No Arcana is an issue. I don't really have a means of damaging things too well without it. Damn it. I don't have the means of damaging. Aw. That's fine. Yeah, this is not even that hard, ironically. I'm actually just playing bad. Made, like, probably 3 mistakes. 1, I jumped into fire. 2, I've, like, trapped myself in here multiple times. 3, I've decided to, like, try to eat like a Trojan, attack head-on instead of just moving out the way. Like, literally. This is actually not so bad. Okay. I thought it was actually gonna be a lot harder. Like, at first, like, I genuinely thought it was gonna be something where it would be very challenging, but like it's very similar like original FSC, honestly. It just requires you to just try to avoid getting statused, because, or at least if you do, like, nah, you just want to avoid it. Like the curse, yeah, the curse is a cunt.